It's a classic, easy beef chili. I know I'm gonna get all sorts of comments.
Yes, you are.
Because everybody's got lots of opinions about chili. Everybody's got their own. This is just mine.
Well, I see the beans over there.
I think
so.
it's the most controversial main course there is.
It is, because there's so many different ways to make it.
No beans, with beans.
I'm a bean gal.
Yeah.
I love
too.
beans.
I love beans.
Plus, come on.
They're good for your heart.
You're like, why not, though? I
Well,
mean,
you
I know
stretch-
an entire state, but there's other states that make chili.
You made it great with the chunks of beef. I remember that.
Yeah, remember that?
yeah,
That
that
was
was
good.
But I think it's
delicious.
great with beans.
Okay, I've got my onions cooking here in a little bit of oil. I'm gonna add to them some garlic. And I've got some minced jalapeno here.
So far, not controversial.
Yeah.
No controversy
So
here,
far.
right? So far.
Let's
So
call a
far,
flag.
so
on-
good. And I'm gonna add to it my ground beef.
All right, well, we're
Okay.
good. We're good.
All right.
We good?
20?
We good so far?
Yeah.
What do you want me to shred
Chef.
this? Is this bean cheese, though? Is this made out of beans? No, you want me to shred this?
It's
and what-
organic.
Jeff.
Just pick the
I'd
cilantro?
like you to grate that cheese for me. I'm a big fan of buying a block of cheese and grating it yourself. I like the extra moisture content you get versus buying the bag of the shredded.
Amen.
I think you get more flavor, and
Amen.
it's a lot more economical as well. So I've got 2 pounds of beef here. I am just gonna brown that up. Let me turn my heat up a little bit, get a little color on it. Here, I'm gonna bring this down.
We call them
to-
West Virginia Mount Queso.
That's right, it's a Mount Queso, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down here with
I
our
missed
little
that one.
chili bar, because we gotta have all the toppings.
Just pick
And
this.
I like whole leaves.
I do
so just
too, I
pick
do
the
too, I do
leaves.
too.
Yeah.
100%.
You chop it
Yep.
up, it loses everything.
All right, so I'm getting some color on our beef here, and I'm gonna add the spices into it. Gotta have chili powder, of course.
Yeah.
And even though there's already garlic and onion in there, I bump it up with a little extra garlic powder and onion powder. I find that it just intensifies that flavor.
Bump it up.
A little bit of cumin,
Okay.
and
I
I've
like
got
that.
some oregano. I like to take the dried oregano in my hand and give it just a little break up. It kind of releases any oils that are in there.
Your
And
hands
flavor.
wonderful.
Massage it.
Yes, a good amount of salt.
Yep.
You really need a lot of salt in this. And pepper. Let's stir that in.
Can I make a confession?
Yes.
Please.
Uh-oh.
I really think there's some chili mixes already done that are really good.
Definitely.
And
definitely.
all I do is, no, I take them and no, I know, it's hard. Because, I mean, it's spice. So if you blend it right, it's okay.
Yes.
Definitely.
And then I amp it up even more.
Okay.
Or a taco seasoning
that?
packet can work great.
What is
in
today's
chili.
date? Put it in the calendar.
put it in the
Yeah,
calendar.
put it in the calendar. Oh, this smells so good. And this way, those spices just get a little heat on them, too.
They need it.
And it kind of opens up their flavors. It looks perfect. And then I'm gonna add to it some tomato paste.
That's a good amount.
Yes, I
So
use
no
a-
chipotle. You don't put any chipotle in.
I don't do
Chipotle.
chipotle in it. If you
Really?
wanted to
Interesting.
add a chipotle in adobo and give it a little bit of smokiness, go
Okay.
for it. Absolutely. And then I like to
Complicated.
really stir that tomato paste in before adding any other liquid. All right, I'm gonna add some water in.
Ooh, why don't you do
Water.
half hot, half cold for this one, too, there?
And I'm gonna add in some chopped canned tomatoes.
I like the chunky bits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a bay leaf.
Do
Oh,
that.
Yeah, let's stir
Wow,
it up.
this is.
So when you wrote this recipe, you just take inventory of your whole entire pantry and just start omitting?
That's a
pretty
good thing about a
much.
chili, too, you know?
It's like, it's a clearer, man.
Yeah,
got
clear
the
it
if you're
out.
throwing beans in it.
And then when it's about an hour before it's done, 30 minutes before it's done, add those beans in. And then what I like to do about 30 minutes before my chili's done,
You know what that
I
is?
add in white vinegar.
Yep.
Yep.
Just
That-
a little splash. That acid pulls the whole thing together. You can just keep letting it cook and get as thick as you like it. Some people like the chili to have a little looseness. Some people like it really thick. I am like Goldilocks. I like it just
Is
somewhere
it
right in
covered or
between.
uncovered?
Covered.
An hour?
And then, yeah, if you want to get it thicker, take that cover off and let it simmer for a half hour. Now, I've got a little bar set up here. I've got chips, jalapenos, that beautifully shredded cheese, thanks to Jeff, some cilantro, sour cream. But I'll tell you what I really like for a chili bar.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, what's it be?
Bacon.
Tender?
Yeah,
What's that?
Katie.
Some big
Big old taters.
Look at that.
What?
This is, I'm not gonna make it to the second quarter.
That's how you make them, too, with a lot of salt.
What is that for, Katie?
I was going to
Not
make a comment
Okay.
when you were talking about the viscosity of the chili versus, thick versus thin, you could just serve this with a slotted spoon. So the people that want the thick can just slotted spoon it, and the people that want the thin can
Thank
ladle
you,
it.
Katie,
I think that's actually a wise idea.
Appreciating.
Yeah, for a crowd, right?
Yeah.
So that's another way of serving.
Yes.
Yes,
Squeeze
there's
the ends,
another way of
baby.
serving it. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
That's
you know
actually
what
a
to
really
do.
good idea.
Hook it up.
This is a substitute for you, but spaghetti with the chili. You
Yes.
can't help yourself.
You know what? I just need a carb, Jeffrey. I just need
No
a
carb left
You can't help
behind.
yourself.
I can't help
TM.
it.
Okay, this is blazing
Oh.
hot.
Dude,
Don't
don't
break
be
it. It's
you
really,
blow on it a
really
little bit,
hot.
buddy. We don't want to lose you.
No, it's too bad.
Growing up, we used to, my mom would make elbow macaroni. We call it chili mac, and we'd have it on the
Yes.
bottom, super al dente.
Yes.
You sit there, I do like 50-50, and
That's
go
great
back
for
in for
these leftovers.
thirds.
Put it in a
Yeah.
little cast iron pan in the oven.
I also like to do a leftover chili pot pie and make cornbread and put it on top and bake it.
You know what? This is so satisfying. It hits.
Would it be more satisfying with potato?
No, it hits every. I'm sure it's fine like that, but
I'm gonna go no
it's so
potato
good.
on
Fine like
this.
that.
It's delicious like this. It's
Listen.
just simple.
Not everyone
I love
likes
it.
everything.
I like it in a bowl
Girl.
too. Just that way I can eat more.
I don't even want to eat it. It's so pretty.
This is molten,
Let me
dude.
take a photo really quick.
It's molten hot. Be careful.
I'm amazed at how much flavor there is because you put so few ingredients. You didn't put any beer or adobo or anything extra. It was like very economical, and you really are a great editor.
Parsimonious.
May I say? Of
Thank you.